We are here to kick off the 2025-26 season. Yes, we've already had week 0. We had some eventful things week 0. We had about 4 or 5 games played. We had a big contest between Iowa State and Kansas State. Kansas State was favored by 2 or 3. My system had Iowa State winning by 3. Iowa State won by 3. I'll show you that data here in a second. But first, I want to highlight what I've done in the past. I've really spent a lot of time this past summer to try to expand or loosen my algorithms in order to incorporate more bets without giving up quality. So these are my past results from 2021 through 2024, excluding the 2022 season because my data got corrupted. I had to toss the whole season out. So if you look, I break down the bets into 6 different categories: over, unders, away minus, away plus, home minus, home plus. Okay, those are my categories. Then what I do is I track my predicted results versus Vegas. Last year, I had the best NCAA football season I've ever had. I made huge upgrades to the NFL, and I'm ready to jump back into college basketball whenever that starts. NBA, I'm still struggling with, not going to lie. It's really hard, especially when you got a lot of star players that choose to sit out. Anyway, looking at these numbers, I'm just going to highlight the bottom because what I believe is that we can create, or I can create, a mutual fund of sports bets that still give a desired result. So with my current algorithms, over 3 seasons, bet 988 games, wins 602, losses 386, percentage 60.9%. Those are huge numbers. Now, as I add more data, it's taken me a long time to get here, but as I add seasons, I will continue to upgrade my algorithms. I mean, there's no reason I can't beat Vegas. And with the net units of 216. So again, 6 categories of bets, and I get a lot of questions about my program of why it's a bet here and why it's not a bet there, even though my projected numbers come out. The reality is my projected numbers is first stage. Behind the scenes, I've looked at matchups. I've looked at attributes of the 2 teams, and all of that gets taken place before a bet gets pronounced. So again, these are huge numbers. NFL, I got some really, really powerful numbers too. I'll show you those if you look at my NFL video. Now jump into week 1. If you look at week 1, this includes the week 0 bets. Iowa State, Kansas State, you see it's 30-27. Didn't come in exactly there, but it did come in 3-point favored. I did have an over bet last night. Jacksonville, UCF. Wasn't close. Now, this brings up one attribute. I can't take weather into account, okay? Last night, they had a tropical storm, basically, and they had to shut the game down for 2-3 hours. Well, that's going to affect the over. Let's face it. The Minnesota-Buffalo was also bet last night. I had it predicted 12-26. It came in 10-23. Pretty close. 2 points off of Buffalo, 3 points off of Minnesota. I will take that any day. Now notice, so I generate projected numbers. I come up with spread bets here. And I've really loosened it up to try to create some action. And I got a bunch. Normally, I'm betting somewhere between 20 and 30 college football games a weekend. I had last year, I wasn't betting anywhere close to that. But I do believe that I can loosen it. I got a lot of wiggle room. If I'm hitting close to 61%, even if I give 4% back, I'm still sitting in the 56, 57 range. And I bet a lot of games, which will generate a lot of units. You can see this is some interesting bets. I got Baylor +2. They're apparently a sleeper team. Colorado +4. I don't bet until week 4. Why? For this exact reason. Colorado obviously lost his quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, who's playing for the Browns now. In addition, they lost Hunter. And so Colorado's a different team. So I don't bet till week 4. So I can't take weather into account. I don't bet till week 4. If there's an injury to the quarterback specifically, I do not bet that team, okay? Because if I got 6-7 weeks data with that quarterback, throwing a backup quarterback, the whole game has changed. I don't feel the same way about NFL. NFL backup quarterbacks seem to have it together. And honestly, they're trying to put food on the table. So in college with the backup QB, I toss those games out. As you can see, I got a couple home plus, away minus, Alabama versus Florida State, based on last year's Florida State team. I'm I'm surprised. I'm not surprised to pick that. You can see what else I got. I got Utah State, UTEP. I got a bunch of overs. So when you're checking the overs, make sure you check the weather. I do not take overtime into account. That's a sticking point with some people. I don't care. Whatever the score is at the end of regulation, that's how I record it in my model. I can't model for overtime or anomalies. If you win the bet, you win the bet. You lose the bet, you lose the bet. But I model towards regulation. So with that being said, I'll give you a little peek behind the scenes. I take all this data. This is just obviously week 1, but I have 4 seasons. I've got 1,800 games roughly. I create the Z-scores for each one. I create a projected outcome for each one. Then I have algorithms behind the scenes that adjust those Z-scores to their opponent. And I look for weaknesses in Vegas and strengths in my model. Then that's what generates this overall philosophy here. Now, with that being said, I'm excited about the season. If you want my picks, I post them on SBR Forum right now for nothing. You can also go to my website. I'm posting NFL and college on my website. NFL's already posted for week 1. Again, I hesitate to tell you this, but I don't bet until week 4. So I don't want if you follow my bets, that's fine. Understand, I need to collect some data before I can do things. So anyway, I'm just doing the best I can. I extremely excited about the season. I think this is going to be a big moneymaker. I did really well in college football. College basketball, I actually had a computer bug. I had to fix that, and I didn't even catch it till March Madness. I got about somewhere around 30,000 games tracked in college basketball. That's a good sample size. And so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see what my NFL can do. Anyway, this is Dave, Mac to Teach, born in V Beach. You can check out my website at www.mactoteach. Good luck and good gambling.